Is the market heating up? Well, we're going to take a look at the data really quick and see what's going on in the Bay Area, Houston. Right now, I will say this: we have been getting a lot more action since Christmas. So we're talking kind of now end of December, beginning of January. These numbers are from December 2025. So as of this is January 11th, 2026. We've put 9 houses under contract since Christmas, so things have really picked up. Talking to lenders, things are going really well for them. Where a lot of people are, filling out loan applications, stuff like that. Trump has tried to do multiple things to try to, jumpstart the housing market. So there is definitely a focus on making sure that things run smoother in 2026. We've now had 3 consecutive worst years ever in real estate. So I say this with a smile because I know that we've done okay throughout this. And so when things will get better as they should, things are really going to pick up for us. So I'm really excited for this. This is great news for the market in general. Super excited for what's coming in 2026. I know I probably said this in the beginning of 2025. However, that being said, I feel a lot better about this time around. So, anyways, Lake City, looking at the average sold price, 375, month over month growth. It's only 0.42%, now a ton. Sale on the list price, 97.4%. So we're still within 3% of the list price. Average days on market, 24. Dickinson, $285,000. So significant drop there, or if it's lower than what I would say it would be considered normal. But the month over month growth is 5.47%. The sale of the list price 101.4. So better there. Obviously, people are paying over list price there. 49 days are the average days on market in Dickinson. So a little bit slower than Lake City. Friendswood 503,495, which is a negative 1.83% month over month growth. It's again. Friendswood, the price ranges go so crazy between Harris County Friendswood and Galveston County Friendswood. So, it all depends on what the price point is that those houses are selling at. Obviously not the higher end homes selling right now there, so the month over month growth is down. Still, sale to list price is 96.9%, so we're still within basically 3% of what the list price is. Average days on market 29. Pearland 357.5, just down just a tiny little bit, 0.12%. 97% sale to list price. As you can see, most are within the 97-98% of sold to list price. It's good. It means we're, for the most part, pricing homes correctly. 30 days, the average days on market. Deer Park, 260, down a half a point percent. 98.8% is the sold to list price, so closer to list price on these. 25 days, average days on market. LaPorte, 255. Month over month growth, 2.42%. Sold to list, 97.3%. And then the average days on market, 42. Basically, what this means is right around the whole area of Bay Area, Houston is, 30 days on market within 3% of sold to list. So whatever price you're listing at, expectation is that you'll get 3% of that. So 3% less of that. And then month over month growth, pretty stagnant other than in Dickinson. Okay. A nice little jump there in Dickinson. LaPorte, 2.5%. But for the most part, everything's pretty much stayed where it's been. Looking at neighborhoods, Marbella is up 0.6% year over year. The median estimated value is 442,660. We actually have a house coming up in that neighborhood that's going to be right around that price, so that's exciting. We did finally get the house on Pamplona under contract. That's great news for us as well. Tuscan Lakes up 1.2%. The median estimated value there is 420, and Hidden Lakes, they're down 1.2%, so the exact opposite of Tuscan Lakes. 511,540 is the median estimated value. And then Victory Lakes down 0.2%. Their median estimated value 532,970, which is a very specific number. And then South Shore Harbor 3.3%, 509,590. That's a higher price point for South Shore Harbor. So to me, what that means is that the higher end homes in South Shore are what sold. And so the year over year appreciation, 3.3%, that's pretty hot for South Shore. But all in all, the good news is for real estate is that it's become a focus for the government to try to kickstart the economy with the housing market. Clearly, it's been an issue for them, and they're working to resolve it. That's good news for us because they're probably going to overdo it to try and help the market, which means that there's going to be a period of craziness, and it will level off. So be prepared. February, March, I think are going to be crazy. March specifically because Powell will no longer be at the Fed Reserve, chair seat. So that means that he's going to be replaced with somebody that's going to do something for the housing market. It's been stated Trump basically needs that to be able to happen to help the economy. And I think overall things are going to go really well, especially in the first half of 2026. We'll see how second half goes. But I think first half, you're going to see a lot of movement because people are tired of sitting on the sidelines. And, obviously things are going to be looking good in the market. I think this is going to break up that log jam and kind of start get things going. We continue to be short inventory. I mean, Houston has the highest inventory in the country. However, still a lot of people are moving here, and there's a lot of folks that are renting that will be buying here soon. And then on top of that, the people who haven't moved because their interest rates are so great, I think will start to move because they're just getting to a point where they're tired of the house that they're in, and they were tired of waiting the last 3 years to make a move. I think this is the year that they make that move. So anyways, I think my personal opinion, based off of the numbers, based off what I'm hearing in the news, there will be a significant uptick in 2026. So if you are thinking about buying or selling, now's the time. So go ahead and do that and reach out if you have any questions. We're happy to run comps for you. We're happy to give you advice on what's going on in the market. We'll show you the data. We'll break it down for you. And then we also have what we're calling a hot list that we are putting together of people who are thinking about buying and selling. We're not going to give specific house numbers or whatever due to the reasons that people don't want their stuff out there. But we will say with the bedroom, bath, and we're going to hopefully put together a few pictures of the house prior to listing on the market. Bear with us. They're not going to be professional photos. They're basically going to be cell phone photos of like the main features of the house. And the whole point of that is to basically just give you an idea of what's coming. Maybe we can make off-market deal happen. Sometimes that's great for the buyers, not so great for the sellers. Sometimes that's great for the sellers, not so much for the buyers. Whatever. If that's kind of the risk that you take when you do it off-market. However, the point is we want to be more valuable to you to let you know what's coming up. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, like it, subscribe to make sure you get alerts for the next time we do this. And we're putting a lot of social media content out there. The website is really kicking. The podcast is taking off. And then we're basically advertising clips of the podcast throughout the week leading up to the release at the end of the week. So be prepared. Look out for those things. Again, like, subscribe, and looking forward